Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, a New York City icon from the 90s, representing American royalty in her marriage with JFK Jr. If you've been on Pinterest or the internet over the last couple of years, you must have seen pictures of Carolyn Bessette Kennedy come by. When the Love Story show dropped, I adored the show and Carolyn's air and confidence. I thought she was wildly successful, smart, and strategic, but most importantly, she seemed to know her worth. I started thinking more about what life would have been like in the 90s, and with rising analog trends, I found myself wondering what her day-to-day life had been like. So I'm attempting a day of minimal phone use, hard work, a simple routine, classic outfits, and of course 90s pastime. Meaning no screens, but actually touching things with your hands, actually talking to people, enjoying just being instead of performing an image. Today I'm bringing together Carolyn's charm, style, and dedication with 90s simplicity, fun, and nostalgia. Good morning! So apparently Carolyn Bessette was able to get ready in 7 minutes flat, if we can believe her ex-boyfriend, the Calvin Klein model. He wrote a book about her and their relationship, and he mentioned that she could get ready in 7 minutes flat. A quick shower, which I'm like, a shower takes 7 minutes already, but okay. A quick shower, I'm guessing brushing her teeth and just putting on some clothes. Apparently she wore very minimal makeup and she did some skincare. So I'm very curious to see. I usually give myself at least 30 minutes, if I can an hour, to get ready. But that also includes having breakfast, meditating, reading, like a small little calm moment. So I feel like in that regard, her and I couldn't be more different. So to help myself, I've already hung out an outfit. Apparently she was very messy and there were clothes all around. I'll check back in with you when we do our makeup. It took me 4 minutes to get dressed, but that was including moving the camera a few times, so I'm deducting a minute. So that leaves me 4 minutes to do my makeup. So yeah, let's get started. So apparently she had very beautiful, nice natural skin, and she only wore a powder foundation. The foundation I was planning on wearing, I feel like, is running out. Her face is really even toned from what I can see, whereas my face flushes very easily. I get more redness and stuff, so I'm going to apply a liquid foundation just to even that out, but I'm going to finish it with a powder to get that very 90s matte effect. She doesn't really seem to wear blush, so I'm just going to go in with a contour product and make everything very contoured because her face was very thin. So I'm going to try to mimic that look. For the eyes, I feel like she just wears like a white eyeshadow all over the lid, all the way up to the brow. So that's what I'm going to do. So she has very thin brows. My brows are very thick. I don't pluck them ever. I just keep it as it is, but I will brush them a little bit more so that they're a little bit less thick looking. So I'll brush them down a little bit more. So I don't know how long that took me because my camera dropped, but this is already recording for 5 minutes. But I'm also talking, so I'm gonna say it probably took me like 8 to 10 minutes just to do my makeup. Maybe it took me like 10 to 15 minutes to do my outfit and makeup, and I haven't even looked at my hair yet, and I did my skincare off camera. So the 7 minutes getting ready thing, I don't know if I can do it, but for me I feel like 15 minutes is already such a win. So yeah, let's have a look at the hair. I'm going more for the early years. She just had naturally a little bit wavy, straight-ish hair. So this is the full look. I'll put a picture on the screen of the look that I was going for, and the reason I chose this is because this I had in my closet. Like this black turtleneck I already had. This skirt is a vintage Max Mara skirt. I had this. I'm probably going to be selling this on Vinted after this video, so I'll put the link down below if you want it. Like, to be honest, Carolyn's style is very far off from my normal style. If you watch my other videos, you will know that. And then the brown boots I had, I wear those all the time, by the way. There's literally like something on the floor in my closet. Well, apparently Carolyn was very messy, and I can be a little bit messy, so I'm embracing it for this video. That's the full look. I put on a watch. This is also vintage. I know she wore, I think, a Cartier watch, and I'm wearing this one. And she wore very little jewelry. Only really see her wearing a watch and that wedding ring, but I don't really have anything comparable to that. Plus we're more maybe so spending the morning as her single self, and then the evening I'm going to spend with Aurea, and we can do a little bit of imagining of how that life was going to be. And I feel like the watch also has another use, because I'm going to leave my phone on sleep mode or non-disturb. And I'm just going to live my whole life today as if I'm in the 90s. I'm going to use my watch for the time. I should have used this for my getting ready to see how long it was going to take. But yeah, I'm going to use my watch for time. I'm going to use my analog camera for photos. I'm going to read magazines and books and newspapers instead of my phone for relaxation. I'm going to be listening to CDs tonight instead of Spotify or something like that. And that's how I feel with her pictures and stuff, because you see a lot of analysis online about how she was very intentional and put together, but I'm getting more the sense that she was intentional with picking high quality pieces, but when getting dressed, I just feel like because she only had basics, everything just went together. And especially if, like, you don't know if this is the truth, but if her ex described her as getting ready in 7 minutes, I just imagine her just getting up, just grabbing any sweater, any skirt or pants, and just putting it all together, shoes, lipstick, leave, you know? Like, except when she was married to JFK Jr. and they went to events. That looks very intentional. Because of the tabloids and stuff, maybe she started to feel more pressure about being put together and having like neat hair, because she started to wear her hair very straight, very toned. Whereas I feel like in the beginning she was more like relaxed and stuff. Like, I don't know, I feel like she was intentional, but you know, like the 90s was also a different time. Like, you didn't have aesthetics and stuff. Like, you would just get dressed and go to your job, which is what I'm going to do now. So apparently she would go into the Calvin Klein offices at 7 a.m. and then work from 7 until 9 in silence when nobody was there. She would get all the faxes out of the way, you know, all the letters, all the stuff that tends to pile up over the day. She would get it out of the way first. And then during the day, she would do fittings and client meetings, team meetings, that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's going to be my focus this morning. Bookkeeping, emails, just odd tasks that have been lying around. So that's what I'm thinking. Of course, I'm going to use my laptop. Apparently she was learning to use email in her final days and she just got a computer. I'm going to need my computer for work. I might have to make a call or something, but I'm going to try to avoid using my phone as much as possible because I feel like I could use a day living in the 90s. Yeah, so that's the plan, so we'll see. And now I'm gonna go into my home office and start work for the day. Apparently she didn't really have a lot of time to eat. She mostly just focused on work. So I'm going to eat while I work and I'm going to get started on what I have to do today. Yeah, we'll see how it feels to get that out of the way in the morning. Eating breakfast while working is just not for me because then I just get sucked into the work and I forget to eat and then I'm hungry, so I'm less focused, so I'm kind of like I'm doing the work but it doesn't feel great. So yeah, that's just not for me. I prefer just having a moment to eat and then work. But I do like, I kind of like not wasting a lot of time in the morning before getting to your work. And there is something nice about just putting something on, doing the basics, getting to work. I don't know, I feel like it could be nice to really get on top of those things because it's sometimes a little bit hard to combine my office job with my own business. So let's see if we can figure it out. Carolyn in the show travels a lot with public transport. I thought it would be fun to take public transport because there is a bus stop like right by the street where the building is. We have a big marketing presentation coming up today, so I'm going to meet my colleague first and we're going to go over the details and then we're going to do the presentation for the entire team basically. I'm going to tell them what we've achieved so far, what we think is going well, what could improve, our plans for the future, strategize on our plans. And of course I also hope that I can film some stuff for the vlog, but I think I probably won't be able to check in that much because I'm just working. I'm just going to throw together a quick lunch to bring to the office and I think I should have everything. Okay, I'm at the office. I just shot some content for our LinkedIn social media. And now we're going to prepare the meeting. Just going to prep. I hope I got all the shots, and then the piece that I'm following I hope is going to be done today, but it's probably Monday, so then I have to come in on Monday, but that's fine. I usually only come in on Friday, and the rest of the week I work from home for myself and for this office. But you know, when the work calls. The 90s, so we're gonna make an errand list instead of putting it in my phone. I actually have an analog camera, and I shot a roll of film on our trip to France a couple of weeks ago, so I want to take that out and bring it to the camera develop store, and I'm also picking up some developed photos. Let me shut this down. So this is my camera. So this is it. And I'm going to drop it off at the development store. And here it shows how many photos you have left. I usually have to press it twice to get it to go to the first photo. I put it on flash. And I think I have to do it one more time at least. So if not, this is going to be a photo of myself vlogging. That's going to be the first photo. This is just simple, and it's tactile, and it's with my hands. And I used to be really into crafting when I was younger. Like, I loved making 3D cards, I loved clay. And now as an adult, I'm starting to understand why I enjoyed it so much, because it's such a good way of using your brain, where you're only focusing on this and you're doing something with your hands. It's just very good for you or something. So I'm trying to get back into doing stuff with my hands. I just really enjoy it.
Dit wel bekend?
Ja, dat is weer schoten. Ja, je wordt zo weer beschuldigd.
Administratie.
I'm just picking up some errands. I bought some physical magazines, and it's actually really inconvenient to try to live in the 90s because I had missed calls from work, my mom, Arjan. So yeah, my phone is back on disturb, I guess, but I don't know, I do it sometimes on Sundays because usually on Sundays you don't get as many calls. I didn't really miss anything important, like by the time I called back everything was fine, but it's just so hard to disengage, like you're just expected to be reachable at all times, I guess. Otherwise it's really inconvenient now. I'm just picking up my final errand and then I'm meeting Arjan in the park and we're gonna get some dinner. Arjan just came out of work also, and now we're gonna go and get some KFC because apparently they ate that a lot and they had it in the show too. And they have a vegetarian bucket and I don't eat meat, so I don't think I've even ever had KFC probably because it's like chicken. But yeah, we're gonna go there and see if they really do have the vegetarian bucket.
Also, woo!
Wat een best een beetje paard, ja. Hoor ik bij de vlog, want ik ga bij KFC Junior.
Oh ja, ja, ja. Time for party!
Skeert anders, oh ja, het gaat onweren.
Ja.
When was the last time you had KFC?
I think I get KFC this year.
This year?
Because I was one time away with Marijn, my brother.
Oh, yeah,
And then there was nothing open, so we had to have it.
yeah.
It was okay. Altijd veel te zien nog nooit.
CQI was gratis, maar als je dan een meenemen wou, dan was het plus 15 cent.
Ik heb natuurlijk een normaal liedje.
Ik weet niet hoe vaak toetje te hebben als het ding.
Ik heb dit ook echt heel lang niet omhoog. Ik voel geen altijd. Het ziet er wel anders uit, vind ik. En dit is gewoon hartstikke lekker. Waarom echt?
Waarom echt?
Ja. In de show ook, zeg maar. Ja.
Veel.
Ja, maar dat is natuurlijk ook heel het ding. Dat het zo... What do you grade it?
Fries, 4.
A 4?
The dip and the onions on it are 6. So 5.
And the chicken, the vegetarian chicken?
I think that's alright, it's a 7.
Very good. I'm back and I thought I could change. Don't mind the mess in the back. These are clothes that I need to iron, which I will get to eventually. We're just gonna go with what we have. Carolyn Bessette didn't work out. She didn't see the point. So that's Good for me, I guess, so I don't have to work out today and don't have to think about the Carolyn Bessette workout outfit. She obviously wore a lot of black in the evening, so I picked out a couple of pieces from my closet, which is so funny because she was so curated and intentional, but most of this I got for free from the clothing loom. So yeah, I'm gonna change into an all black outfit and then we're going to talk accessories, because I did discover something really fun when looking up photos, so I'll show you in a second. I'm standing very far away because I'm trying to get the whole outfit, but I have an open back top and I tucked it into this black pencil skirt. So it's a very neutral silhouette. I feel like with the black boots and then a simple outfit, I'm just going to touch up my makeup and then we're going to look at accessories. It's the 90s, so everything needs to be really matte. And I'll touch up the lipstick now. It's really hard to do it in the camera. I'm just going to use this mirror now. Okay, the makeup is back on a little bit and now I'm gonna talk more accessories, because a lot of the bags that she wears are black and very practical. But then I saw these pictures of her in this white men's shirt almost and a black skirt, and she was wearing a gold mesh bag, ideal in vintage bags, and I actually happen to have a couple of those exact types in my collection, so I was so excited. So these are the options. I think shape wise this one would be most similar because it's a little bit longer. Look how stunning. So metal mesh was kind of the 1950s 1960s version of chainmail, like what they used in the Middle Ages and before the 1900s. Chainmail was very popular material, and this is just kind of the mid-century version of that. And then I have two more options. I feel like this one just has a very beautiful shape. It's just so elegant, I feel like, the shape, because it's not too long, it's not too wide. It's perfect with your outfit. Like the proportions are very good, I feel, to wear. And it shimmers beautifully. And what's nice about this one is that this is kind of like, has a brushed finish, you see? So the other one was smooth and this one is a little bit textured, which really sets this one apart, I feel. But then what I love about this one is that it's so big, so you can actually put a phone in here and your keys and whatever. Couple of lipsticks, and you won't have any trouble fitting all of that in there. It has kind of this similar finish on the frame, and also this one is also in perfect condition. It's just so good. I really like this one too, actually, and I just love how she would elevate like the simplest outfit but with a bag like this. This is actually really fun because I never wear black. I feel like I have a couple of more really cute bags that would suit this outfit. I'm going to get them. Okay, I'm getting way too excited. I'll just cycle through them really quickly. I'll just show them and not explain. This one is actually the one I was most excited about showing you, because this, if I were to wear black more often, I would probably keep this because it's just so stunning. Look how it reflects the light. The beadwork is amazing. With the flap, it's also very functional, so it fits a phone, all your modern day essentials. And the The chain isn't too long or too short, so you could wear it crossbody, but you could also just wear it over the shoulder. And yeah, I just think that this one is so amazing. I think this could work really well. So all these bags that I just showed you and the gold ones are all available in the Aurea Etsy shop. I do vintage repairs. I have an Instagram where you can just follow along. You can also shop the bags, of course, on Etsy or on Instagram. You can view them up close and then shop them. And this is my own business and it's really close to my heart. I just love vintage pieces. I also have antiques. So maybe I don't work in fashion, but I do work with fashion history in a sense because I do curate vintage bags and I would love it if you would check it out. I guess we're gonna try this one because it suits the best. This would be the full look. I actually really love this because it's like, because you really take a simple outfit but then you add one delicate little detail and it really makes it stand out, because normally an outfit would stand out because of the dress or you know, something like that, but here it's really the accessory that shines, which I really like. I got this bottle of wine, so I'm going to have a glass now. Let's do a little taste test. Oh, it smells really good. Wow, I haven't had a glass like this in a long time. Like this sort of taste. It smells really sweet and almost meaty, but also like earthy, but I don't know. I did a couple of wine courses with my dad, but it was actually pretty fun because at the time you think you don't pick up anything, but I actually kind of learned something. It's a good glass. Of course, I picked up my pictures so Arda and I can look through those. And I saw some pictures of her with a Cosmopolitan, so I picked that up and I liked that it has, it says like your nervous system wants hobbies, and I've been really interested in that kind of content lately, and that's what I've been feeling also. That's what I was saying about crafting. It's just really good for you. So I thought that would be an interesting article, and just because I think I saw pictures of her with a Cosmopolitan. And then they had Harper's Bazaar, and it has an interview with Sarah Pigeon about Love Story, and with Paul Anthony Kelly, who plays JFK Jr. So I was like, that's great. And it had a deal where you have the interior magazine as well as the, what's this, lifestyle? I'm probably not gonna get to all of it, but I thought it would be nice. Like, Arjen used to have a CD player, so he has a bunch of CDs, but now he just has a CD player at work and he took that home. So yeah, let's pick out some CDs and listen to some and read some stuff. I have no idea what this music is, but it just looks good. So let's try it. give you a photo with all of them so that you can reorder some. There are 9 underexposed photos. Yeah, I just really enjoy analog photos, and I really like analog trends. Also, like, you just put on a CD, you start talking, you flip through a book, you actually have like a really lovely evening just talking to each other, just chatting about the photos, and you actually look at all the photos that you've taken. Like, we both had them in our hands at least once. And of course, it's also just a lot of memories, so you really kind of, oh right, that's when we were in Amsterdam, that's when we were with my sister-in-law, you know, like, it's just so cute. And it's like we were listening to a CD, and you listen the whole album, you know, from the first song to the last song. It's really like a journey instead of, you know, you pick songs when you're streaming, which I really like. And yeah, I feel like it's just so nice, like in the 90s, how when you were home, you were just home, you know. And there's just something nice about just being and not constantly being on your phone. And in this day and age, it's just not always possible, but you can do it at night and on the weekends. I feel I do it at night and on the weekends a lot, where I put my phone on non-disturb. And I didn't even get to the magazines yet. I'll at least read the Sarah Pigeon interview, because there's a Sarah Pigeon and Paul Anthony Kelly interview, like I told you. So we need to at least look at that. I have to say, I love this photo spread. It's just so nice to consume something that's actually been well thought out. Like this photo, if I would take something comparable on my phone, it would also be beautiful. But this, like, really someone has really thought about the lighting and the setting and what they want to say, and you know, how they want to portray these actors. And I do think that there's just something about how we're posting online. It's kind of like the mass production version of photography, videography, journalism, literature, just like all these things. It's more about having to post and doing that in a way that suits you, which is very accessible and very nice and has a value of its own. But I do think that it can be combined with more well thought out and more expressive content, whether that's online or offline. And I do think that in a magazine, like not all magazines, but some magazines have like well thought out articles, like it was research or someone thought about it really long and deep. This is a different kind of beautiful, and I think they can both exist. And we've been deprived of this well thought out, well researched, well preserved nature of content and things to consume, and we want to balance it out a bit more with things that have soul, things that have depth. And I think people just really need that naturally, and both can exist. Sometimes something can be short and snappy and funny, and it doesn't have to be deep. If you only have that, that's not going to satiate your curiosity and your creativity and your, I don't know, your connection to the world and other people around you. But yeah, I really had fun with this video. I think if I would have to say what I admire most about Carolyn, it's her confidence, like her confidence at work, in relationships, with men, just with herself. Like, she knew who she was. She just wanted to wear black turtlenecks and corduroy pants, and that was just what she liked, and she only liked this watch and she didn't like jewelry. And yeah, I think it's nice how confident she was, and also the way Sarah Pigeon portrayed her in Love Story is a kind of confidence that I think is actually really healthy, to be this confident and to just feel like, yeah, like I'm great, what about it? Like, yeah, I'm good at my job, I work hard, I'm proud of it, I have my own style, I don't have to wear this because other people are wearing it. I just wear what I like. I just live my life the way that I like it, and I make my own choices. Yeah, I think that's going to be my takeaway. So thank you so much for watching, and of course check out Aurea. I'll leave everything linked down below, and watch my other vlogs. I have a whole list of vlogs where I live a day in the life like other people or characters from movies and TV shows. And I just make a lot of vlogs in general, so make sure to subscribe and watch a lot of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!